and made it your star. But Mr. Nailsin don't care. Behold Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Watch Mr. Nailsin draw, and listen to him tell his tales, and see what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Behold Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say.
All right. I've been working on these drawings already, and there's more to come. So don't worry, you didn't miss out on everything. There's a few here. Some people got injured on the subway, and there'll be some cartoons on that. Here's a guy minding his own business. Guy comes up from behind with a knife, and uh-oh. Then a little later, some lady picks up a razor blade off the ground and attacks this lady. That I shall be, well, let me put that back there. Putting the ink to on this one. And then, oh man, there's just so much else. So much else to draw. Unless I get annoyed and leave. Tired, whatever. In both cases, in these, it is somewhat peculiar in that neither victim wanted to talk to the police. So that's odd. So, as far as I know, both perpetrators remain at large. Even though in the second one, it does appear to be a stranger attacked this woman. And no real descriptions, so just going to make it up as to who's who and what's what, you know. But apparently, subway remains unsafe because even though crime is down overall, crime is up. That's how that works. So figure that one out. The other two, I can't. I don't remember. I think there was two more, but those appear to have been stupid accidents. Some guy got squished by the trains, and when you go up against the train always wins. Would have thought it was obvious, but I guess not for everybody. So that'll be a New York Post stories. Well, it'll be New York Post stories, cartoon, video, what have you. I know I got somewhere this footage of subway train just chugging along, you know, and I thought, that would make a good background. Just talking about over the weekend some events that took place concerning the subway. So probably we'll animate these and then overlay the action over the action of the trains, you know, moving on their way like trains do. What is that buzzing? Hang on a second. Let me see if I just turn the mic off. It'll shut it up. Nah, it's still there. No. Jeez. Well, we knew this day would come. The old mixer. It's been a good one. Been a good one. But its days are numbered. See, making that noise. I mean, I'm guessing you can hear it. I don't know. Oh, I got a chat. Let me see. Um, A. Thompson, OMG. A. Thompson, Doug, see the movie The Substance and let me know what you think. Haven't seen it yet. I have heard good things about it, so it sounds creepy and interesting, so I'll check that out when I can. A. Thompson, are we drawing satellites, zapping teeth, and schlongs? No, I did see the guy's picture. Damn, that's right. That's another one. Yeah, I got to draw that guy, too. A. Thompson, Sin Stealth Chaos the link. I do not know Stealth Chaos. A. Thompson, you drew without us? Yes, I draw all the time. Not A. Thompson. Oh, this is on Rumble, but behind. This is trippy. Oh, really? It's like on YouTube, it's more up to time and it delays on Rumble. Huh. That's odd considering this is through Rumble Studio and all that. I don't know. Anyway, I finally, got hooked up with X, so it's on there too. So there you go. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Not A. Thompson. My bad. YouTube is about 6 seconds behind. Oh, see, you read ahead. Not A. Thompson. Tony Chase. Yeah, that guy. I did see his teeth. Good God. Why would satellites want to do that? But apparently that's his story, the satellites. Man, hopefully he doesn't drop his pants to show what they did to his penis, Not A. Thompson, it's like the 1990s when a cell phone rang next to a computer. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what's doing? Oh. We'll just forget that happened. Not A. Thompson, did a satellite crash into his mouth? Well, I don't know the particulars. I just assumed his scenario was they were beaming some sort of microwaves or what have you into his mouth and his penis. And, you see the results, at least with his teeth. And good God. So if that's what it's doing to his penis, poor bastard, Don't know why they picked him, but I guess they just wanted to see what would happen. And now they know. Or it's just all in his head and he's too much meth, can do that to your teeth too. As far as his penis, well, I don't know. What did he hook up with and all that? Plus, if you're having trouble with erectile dysfunction, previously known as impotence, but that's offensive to women, you may want to consider a heart disease because if the plumbing's clogged up down there, it's clogged up everywhere. Can a heart attack be far behind? No, not really. Oh, yes. And impotence is considered offensive to women, you see, because the word literally means without power. Yes. So, of course, if you never had a penis to begin with, you've no power. Oh, didn't like that. So, had to change it to erectile dysfunction, which is, a little more descriptive of what the problem is. Because supposed to achieve an erection, but if you can't, then that's a dysfunction. All that. But, and shortened to ED. Ed. I mean, What about all the guys named Ed? Do you think they like that? Yeah, probably not. But what it sucks to be them, doesn't it? So that's how that happens. One of the great achievements of social movements and socio-political movements, what have you, is making up new terms or redefining old ones. Oh boy, that's right up there with landing on the moon, D-Day, all that kind of stuff. Amazing discovery. So, isn't the world a better place now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, jeez. All right, let me. I don't want those pencil shavings anywhere around, do we? No. That's why there's a trash can just nearby. And away it went, never to be seen or heard from again. That's where pencil shavings go. It's their destiny, you see. Yes. I think we all understand our place in the universe, don't we? Yes. Yes. All right. Some more. Night Thompson. LOL. The cell phone. Yeah, seems to be. Yeah. Night Thompson. Just imagine if he was telling the truth. Yeah, I know. I mean, how you trying to sleep at night? Night Thompson. Target practice. Night Thompson. No, he is telling the truth. Oh. Night Thompson. Doug, we were watching Mr. Killed Everything after MLC because he drank a handle of gin and started playing with a handgun. Jeez. Wanted to see how that ended up. So we followed him to his stream. It was an epic stream. So, did he shoot the gun at anything? DJ Play Nice, go, man, go. Well, it just started, so I'm not leaving just yet. So, let's see. There's that one. Now I got to look up the story again. I don't quite recall. What was the other one? Let me kind of read the 2 passengers assaulted. Less than 12. Okay, these are 2 more that got assaulted. A random stranger slugged a woman as she stepped off an upper Manhattan train. Less than 12 hours after, a man was slashed by a mumbling maniac. Another mumbling maniac. I wonder if I don't think it's the same one. I think they caught that first one. It's been a while. I don't know. All right. So, again, no pictures or descriptions of, and usually the victims who don't always get to see. But at least a description of all we got is mumbling maniac, Let's see. The victim was treated at the scene, and the attacker, whom she did not know, fled and was still at large. So it's 2 women got attacked. Okay, beat her in the face. In a separate Sunday evening attack, another commuter was slashed by an unhinged man on the Uptown F train. Slashed. The 25-year-old victim spotted a man mumbling to himself on the platform just after 6 p.m. and asked him if he was okay. Okay, that's your mistake. Don't do that. So he apparently got a knife to the face for his trouble. All right. First one. And just the lady getting off the train. So, okay, we'll just draw a lady. And I'm just going to assume that they were looking at their phone. Most people are. I'd be looking at it now if I wasn't doing this. It's a shame, isn't it? My God, what do we become? I know. Same reason people smoke and drink and all that stuff. You know, you want your distractions. So anyway, I have no idea. I'm just going to do a basic drawing of whoever this lady is. What did it say? She's 28. All right. So I know not all women wear these yoga pants, tights, whatever you call them, all the time, but I do like drawing them in them. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. So we're just going to go with that. So she's getting off the train here. Oh, well, probably too below here. Getting off the train. And since I've already decided to just use, you know, the footage of the subway going back and forth, I'm going to use that as a lazy excuse to not have to draw much background. And besides, if I did that, well, it wouldn't be ready for Crime Report this week. And it still might not make it. I don't know. I don't know what Pat's doing for the show. It might not have room for it. And, well, oh, yeah, that's right. This is the only one I'm doing. Yeah, they're all Subway stories, so it'll be done. Even though they're separate articles, I'll mash it up all together as one. And that'll work. So, okay, there she is. There she is, walking off the train and looking at her phone. Not really. No care in the world, you know, and why should she? She's having a lovely little trip on her way to wherever she's going. And a stranger randomly slugged the woman. Okay. Broadway when a man ambushed her with a sudden blow to the face. So here, well, I guess I could draw. A lot of times I draw them separately to make room for different actions. And him, I'll just have to draw in a standing pose in this scene as she's going to appear like that. And then, yes, I'll draw him just punching her, you know. It does make things a little easier when I can. But other times, might just have them in one single pose and I'm just changing the legs out or something like that. To have some consistency in the figure. Oh, yes. Yes. And that doesn't look right. Oh, no. It's too static of a buzz. He's got to lunge forward because of his, I don't know, hatred for this random woman who just appeared. Or perhaps she reminds him of a lost love that broke his heart and ruined everything, and now he's just some crazy bum in the damn subway. Could be. Or she mentioned Niagara Falls, you know, and oh well. You should have known better than that. Problem is, most people don't. They don't even know the story. So, step by step. That's not going to work. Anyway, again, lacking in descriptions. I suppose I could have put her in a hoodie too. But usually I reserve the hoodie for criminal scum. Even though it's very popular, a lot of people like to wear these things. Um, so, hey, it could be anybody. Never judge a book by its cover. And sometimes that's true. I mean, you can get these cheap paperbacks of great novels, and it's some really crappy cover. You know, just I don't know. I guess it's cheaper to do it that way, or they had to pay a higher royalty to the cover artist. I don't know. So you just get a really crappy one. So there she goes. It's like, what the hell just happened? Well, he got punched in the face by some deranged idiot. I don't know if she hit the ground or what, or she just like, ooh, you know. Doesn't say she did, so I was just like, ow, what the fuck? And then the guy left. I don't know. I just saw you come out of the train and I thought, I want to hit that. Usually that means something else, but in this case, just punched her right in the face. Clinging to the phone with all her might. Thank God for that. So anyway, I'm sure they say, hey, don't worry, it's perfectly fine and safe on the old subway system. And it doesn't happen all the time, everywhere. And besides, crime's down while it's up. All right. Now you listen to me. I gave you your 5 minutes, and now I'm going to tell you. The subway is a pain in the ass. Bad enough, it smells like pee. But then a young lady minding her own business gets punched in the face. Well, that's not very good. I'd say that's downright rotten. Oh, I'd rather that didn't happen at all. And, well, that's my 10 cents on that. I dare say you'd be hard pressed to find anyone to disagree with my assessment on the violence on the city train system. I'm of the opinion that that's just one of the things one shouldn't have to worry about. And when it comes to these, well, walking pieces of shit tumbling around the city looking to victimize the ladies, I think that should mean that officers have full license to beat the living shit out of these bastards repeatedly, possibly leaving permanent injury. That way, the lesson is never lost. Won't soon forget that you've been severely beaten when your every movement is agony. Barely walk, let alone wipe your own ass. Maybe you'll think twice after something like that the next time you see some young lady coming off the train, staring at her phone and having the sudden urge to do her harm. Well, perhaps a good old beating, skull cracking, will leave you with enough reminder to mind your own goddamn business. Now, people judge me harshly on how I treated little David. Well, you know his mother was a jackass. And I say that, and people immediately assume that I just haven't gotten over a terrible relationship or something of that nature. But they're completely wrong. No. I mean, I admit I was rather shocked to discover Damien's mother was indeed a jackass. And by jackass, I mean the actual animal. Apparently, Satan is into bestiality. Suppose that shouldn't surprise anyone. But nevertheless, I have to admit, I was surprised. Well, anyway, the little bastard crippled my wife, causing her to miscarry my actual child. Then that bitch of a nanny murdered her. Oh, all right. I should have paid more attention and realized what a creepy bitch that demonic woman was. You know, bringing crazy dogs into the house and that, and constantly staring at Damien. But I'm a busy man. I'm an ambassador. I had things to do. Plus, I was being stalked by Doctor Who, telling me to drink the blood of Christ and all that. Terrible thing what happened to him, but don't worry, he's Doctor Who. He just regenerated after that. No, no, that's what they tell me. I don't know, it's a British thing. I was very upset when I found out my wife had been thrown out of a hospital window. As I'm sure you would understand, particularly when you're married to Lee Remick. My God, what a hot piece of ass she was. And then that creepy bitch threw her out. All for that little brat. Yeah, I dare say I just won't get over that. No, I won't. And I don't think I should. In fact, I would go so far as to say it would be unethical for me to show any signs of forgiveness upon anyone involved. All right, what was the next one? This one, I think the guy got stabbed. Yeah, slashed by mumbling idiot. And he decided to go up to it and say, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you okay?" And he could say, "I'm fine, but you're not." Slash, slash, slash. Good Lord. This, the handgun, 20, Not A. Thompson, 24 hours featuring Pat and Tass. 24 hours. Not A. Thompson, Mr. Killed Everything passed out and Stealth Chaos took over for 6 to 7 hours. He is a good guy to have on the stream. Well, I guess so. If you're going to pass out, you got your backup plan. Nodak123, hit the like button. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, please do. Wherever you are. Not A. Thompson, the Mr. Kill Everything stream. We say Pat in very rare form, outdoors in the sunlight. Okay. A. Thompson, Rumble went out for me. Oh, did it? I don't know. It looks like it's working. I don't know. Where was I? Rumble, the stream. Rumble went out for me. A. Thompson, satellite crime is way up. Those damn criminal satellites. A. Thompson, Stealth Chaos and I want to go on your later as fuck stream and talk movies. Yeah. Well, I'm not doing it now. I'm in the midst of this and I got to get this crap done. Not A. Thompson, Pat walking around outdoors in a hoodie looking like he just finished up a drug buy. LOL. Not A. Thompson, I hit the like and it enjoyed it. Well, yes, that's what like buttons like, being hit. Not A. Thompson, this stream is fascinating for people who cannot draw like me. Nodak123, huzzah at Not A. Thompson. Not A. Thompson, Stealth Chaos is a normal guy. I was surprised. I expected clown makeup and a knife collection. Well, there you go. That's nice. Not A. Thompson, I'm not normal. IRL. Right now, I'm putting a turbocharger on a burn barrel because it looks fun on YouTube. LOL. Not A. Thompson, when are you getting monetized on YouTube? I'll throw you some super chats for drawing requests. Yeah, I don't know when that's or if that'll ever happen. Hunter Iggy, Douglas Nelson, what's up? Well, Hunter, I'm drawing pictures. That's what's up. And thanks for taking time to watch me draw, So I guess I'll draw some guy standing around once again in a hoodie, mumbling to himself. And then this other guy noticing him, thinking, you know what? I'm going to reach out. So maybe I don't know if I'll bother with grand detail as far as but usually sometimes you see some of them, it's like two different kinds of shoes. and held together by duct tape and stuff like that. Anyway, so so concerned citizen again looking at his phone. When in doubt of what type of pose to put your figure in, you're perfectly fine to have them looking at their phone. Odds are you will be correct, despite the fact that we have no images and no descriptions to go from. I'm going to guess that is the situation. Sitting here. And here's an opportunity to just, after I'm done here, is just draw his head turning. So here he's not a care in the world, you know. Oh, things fine. Then he notices the mumbling. So he looks over. Oh man, this poor guy seems upset and lost about something. Maybe I shouldn't get involved. But no, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be part of the solution. That's what I'm going to do. Well, I wonder how that'll work out. Well, tune in to the cartoon and find out. So now I got to show him turning around. Yeah, shit, I'm going to need to draw two. That's what. So. Hey man, you okay? And I mean, he's some vagrant talking to himself. The answer is always no. Is there something I can do? The answer to that is also no, not really. But yeah, there's a lesson here somewhere. There he goes. And oh shit, no, maybe I could just use this one. Let me see here. Standing like that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll wait. Oh. If only we could decipher his mumblings. What grand insights would we have? Yes. Is he tapped in to a world that we are unaware of? No. No. I could use some money. I ain't a bum. I just need a few bucks. And the next thing you know, goddamn knife in your gut, knife in your face, knife somewhere. Try to be as nondescript as possible. Because no idea what the victim looked like. Well, anyway, all I know is, oh, it's some dude and some lady in the earlier one. So that's what you get. Probably won't be much of a follow up to this, unless the perpetrator strikes again. But would we even know? There we go. At this point, he's talking to the guy just to make sure he can tell himself, hey, look, I tried, you know. And part of the problem with this world is no one ever tries. Well, I did. I don't know the entire situation. I shouldn't be shitting on this poor bastard. All plays all right. And just don't make eye contact. It's crazy creatures. Crazy, crazy creatures. Crazier than crazy can be. That's pretty cray. Yeah. You cray, you look. And that's pretty cray. Oh yeah, and I still got to do my review of The Penguin. It's still pretty good. So a word of advice when you're doing a hostage exchange and the hostage is covered head to toe in some kind of liquid. Well, if you saw the episode, you know. And I saw the leaked trailer for Daredevil, and just on first appearances, it does look, at least in tone and whatnot, similar to what they did with the Netflix version. So hopefully it's akin to that. I should probably license it out as much as possible, but they won't. But nevertheless, there it'll be. But one hit show will not save a streaming service or do what it needs to do. That's unfortunate, but that's just too bad. All right, so there's that. Now, the attack must be displayed. Well, I mean, not displayed, drawn. Now I got to check back. See the description again. Knifing him. Oh, just on the left arm? No, he's fine. Unless you cut a main artery. Obviously, he didn't. He is alive. So, still, that hurts. You know? Almost as bad as a paper cut. And geez, those things are irritating, you know? Let's see. Stealth chaos is normal. YouTube, what does it take? Oh, now Thompson, what does it take to get monetized? Certainly 1,000 subscribers. I think depending on the watch hours, if you're at 700 or something, then they sometimes that they can get monetized. But anyway, and then you got to have, I forget the actual number of hours watched to get there and that kind of thing. But certainly 1,000 subscribers is one of the main steps. Not A. Thompson, LOL, some guy in a green hoodie walking around Chattanooga looking up at satellites. Tony Chase is in Chattanooga. Hunter Iggy, Douglas Nailsin, what is your thoughts on the second trailer of Creature Commandos? Yeah, I'm not impressed. And I mean, the premise of it is, well, it's Suicide Squad again. You know, it's just, well, Frankenstein's in it, and then his bride. And it's just a trailer. They're just two trailers, and a lot of times, it's a strange thing about trailers. Sometimes they grossly underserve whatever film or series they're selling, and sometimes it can be really good. Other times, the trailer can look really fascinating and intriguing and whatnot, and then you get in there and no. And the main reproach is they're showing some of the best to get you into it, and if that's the case, but on occasion the opposite can be true. I don't know how this happens, but it does. Sometimes there's films and TV shows that were just didn't get the attention they should have because turns out they were pretty good. But I don't know. Not Thompson, Doug, we watched a bunch of movies on the road this weekend. Die Alone, didn't see it. The Substance, The Medium, The New Joker, The New Alien, all were worth watching. I would not agree the Joker is overall. The main thing about it was just why even do it? There was nothing there. It didn't progress the story at all. It just repeated things and padded it with them singing songs, and that was it. It was a one and done thing. It had its gimmick and whatnot. Maybe they should have picked a different character to do that treatment to it. I don't know, but that just wasn't any good. The New Alien, well, when it comes to sequels to Alien and Aliens, they're all shit. But Alien Romulus is probably the best of the batch. But still, just primarily repetition, which is going to happen with a monster movie. It's the only way to do it. But can there be some other angle to it? Can there be some expansion of the world they live in? They give nods and hints to it, but they never really settle it as far as, what's the colonial war that's going on and all that sort of stuff. And since then been rewritten because of Prometheus, that they're now seeking some evolutionary jump from the alien DNA and that sort of thing. When before it was supposed to be some sort of weapons experiment or what have you. I suppose it could be both. But they don't expand on any of that. It's just, well, we're trapped. The alien's out. It's going to get us. Can we escape? And usually one or two does. Well, you know. Uh, so as for the others, I haven't seen them. Not A. Thompson, have you seen Three Body Problem? No, I have not. Nodak123, so kiss a little longer, laugh a little longer, stay close a little longer, longer with Big Red. The Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Nodak123, your fresh breath goes on and on while you chew it. Say goodbye a little longer. Make it last a little longer. Give your breath long lasting freshness with Big Red. Yeah, Big Red would kind of do that. Not A. Thompson, have you ever tried drawing with an Apple pencil? Nope. Not A. Thompson, Doug, you have more YouTube videos than I have chats. Yeah. Not A. Thompson, remember Kids in the Hall? Only briefly, I didn't get to see it as much, so sorry. Not A. Thompson, Doug should license Satellite Man. What for? Not A. Thompson, instead, Stealthist. You here. All right. Now, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, the attack. So I guess I need to draw the guy pulling out his deadly blade. Remember, he's chaotic and disheveled. Because someone dared interrupt his mumbling. And, that's important mumbling he's doing. Of course, we only get the guy's story that he was like, hey, man, you need help? And in reality, he said, God damn, you stinking sack of shit. Can you just move on? And the guy, said, oh, yeah, well, let's see here. The action. It does the movement of the attack. Oh yeah, his shirt sticking out. Oops. Okay. So he's getting it. Oh shit. And then, it's gonna hurt. Far be it from me to belittle the injury. I'm just a cartooning asshole. But we learned a lot on that live stream. If you lose your dick and balls, or either one, or both, you can't go to heaven. I mean, some of these trans surgeries, uh, I want to reconsider that. There's multiple reasons why you should anyway, but I mean, what if it's just an accident? These things happen. I mean, it's like you you cut it off willingly, that kind of thing. You think, you shall be banished for eternity, something like that. I don't know. Always a metaphorical thing, It's like you don't man up, so you're looked upon with disgust in the eyes of the Lord. That kind of thing. Maybe that's all it is. Yeah, it's interesting about the Omen. Was I always, I would say like, oh, my first introduction to Doctor Who was Tom Baker, and all that. Little did I know, I had already seen one of the Doctors, the second one, since he played the cursed priest in the Omen. It was only years later when I realized, holy crap, it's the same guy. You know, what a small world. Oh, but another thing, rewatching it, I forgot about this. Was for the most part the musical score is perfectly fine. It's pretty good, pretty much what you would expect from a movie like that. And it's one of those things. I mean, you get too taken for whatever musical toys and technology they had at the time, and you think it sounds awesome and cool, and it doesn't. When you're scoring your movies, just stay with orchestral scores, because especially the scene where the demon dog seems to be hypnotizing the first nanny, and then you know takes a leap on Damien's birthday. Uh, well, while the dog is staring at her, and hypnotizing her into doing this, I guess it's got this weird, you know, I don't know, synthesizer music or it's just like rather jarring. Fortunately, it's briefly in there. They don't utilize it much elsewhere. Like, oh, that's the evil dog theme. Oh, when the rest of it is all uh, the evil choir singing and whatnot. All right. Yeah, he's not too happy about this. I was trying to help. I know. But he's deranged. He came to New York and life didn't turn out the way he thought it would. Oh, God. Yeah. Did you get to grow up to be what you always dreamed? So, go crazy, mumble to yourself, and just take it out on some random stranger, stab him in the arm. That'll fix it. Away with young shavings. Oh, yes, yes. What? Yes. Another show that's pretty good, still surprises me, is that simple little Superman show they got. um, Too late for the network and everything, but sometimes, just keep it simple. They managed to do that. And for what it is, some bitch at work. Dun dun dun. Oh no. I've been stabbed. Stabbed in the arm, in the arm. You're stabbed in the arm. Okay, let me see here. Creature Commandos, did that one. 3 Body, Big Red. Where did I? Oh, yeah. A. Thompson, we watched the new Deadpool Wolverine. I don't like the humor in it. Oh, well, then you didn't like it because that's basically what you get. I was never that. I know some people were just blown away by Deadpool, and that's like their favorite or something. It was never that big with me. But where it's fun, it's fun. And I perfectly understand why it did so well. I mean, there's a popular following for both those characters, and to have them come together. Overall, there's really not a whole lot there. But just for the purposes of being fun, it satisfied its endeavor, if you will. Uh, Overall, for a hey, Marvel's back, and no, it isn't. They got a lot of trouble. It's not entirely impossible, but they're going to follow this up with the crap that they just about every film. So enough money's been spent on it to make 3 movies out of each. That's not sustainable. So anyway, come with me. Although, some things leak about Thunderbolts, which nobody gives a damn about. That one might actually be good. That's just how these things go. Is Captain America? I doubt it. But who knows? And of course, lowered expectations can always help. Nonak 123. I'd like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Well, that's nice. Grow apple trees and honeybees and snow white turtle doves. Oh, well, that is sweet, isn't it? Why can't everybody be like that? Nonak 123. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Oh, yeah. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. That's the real thing. Huh. Something familiar about that. Hey, Thompson, next time, can we draw Tony getting zapped by satellite? You should turn Pat on to Tony. It's fascinating. Yeah, I guess so. You know, I did see, I looked up some pictures of him, and there's a pretty good pose that would make a good face for it. And I could just have a satellite off to the side, zapping him with a lightning bolt. You know, Nodak 123, Doug, did you ever read and or watch Cujo? Man, I didn't read it. Did I see it? Or did I just see like documentaries on horror films? And it was like, I'm going to go with I didn't see it. And there's been like knockoff movies of dogs going crazy and stuff like that. So, hey, Thompson, Doug, do you like Spawn? I liked it to a point, but it was kind of the same thing over and over again. I do respect it and its success. And especially when Todd McFarlane did a relaunch where he did multiple titles and put it out. So, and apparently, you know, it has its following and is doing very well. So, in a market that's in terrible shape, it's impressive to do that. And so I kept up with some of the titles, but yeah, it wasn't enough to keep me interested. Although I did like the Gunslinger version. That's a cool looking character and stuff like that. So, you know, might check it again, or, you know, just buy the collections for something like that. Pam I Am Failsafe. The movie? Yeah, I saw that. You know, you see, because you had Dr. Strangelove and then you had Failsafe, which was the very serious alternative to the scenario. To Dr. Strangelove. Oh, did you mean the movie? Hey, Thompson, I did see it. It was fine. The cartoon was interesting, but it kind of just, I remember I think like the last season they did of that, it was so black you couldn't really see it. I don't know. Not A. Thompson, I finally grew up to be what I wanted to be. It took 47 years, but I did it. Next step is to sail across the ocean. Well, all right then. Not A. Thompson, Deadpools are like money grabs for Stan Lee's estate. He doesn't get a penny of it anymore, just the basic royalties. Which, all right, yeah, he gets some pennies too. But and Deadpool and Wolverine, he wouldn't get much of that. He wouldn't have much claim to it. So anyway, Not A. Thompson, I'd like to see more Alien movies. Better than the Deadpool movies. Well, they're going to, I think Romulus did good enough. They're doing more. Plus, they have a FX TV series, which that one might do what I'm interested in if it expands on that world, but you would have to for a series. So that they can cobble something out of there. I don't know. But yeah, there'll be another Alien movie. It looks like it. Not A. Thompson, Salem's Lot was a lot different. Well, it was more compressed. You know, the series, you know, you had more time to expand on it and all that. Whereas the movie, you got 2 hours. And then I didn't read the story, but I don't know that there was any battle in the drive-in, you know, area and that sort of thing. But anyway, Not A. Thompson, in the new movie, suddenly the entire town is gone. Everyone is a vampire. Yeah, that's how they did that. You'd have to just assume that Orloff was, you know, really working overtime. And then, of course, the few victims that he had initially were also working overtime. So again, they really couldn't figure out how to tell a story to get to a point like that with the time they had. Had they just kept it small anyway, and just like most people wouldn't believe them, you know, they didn't need the whole town to turn into vampires. But, you know, what are you going to do? Not a Thompson. Doug, have you seen the cartoon Super Jail? That does sound familiar. I probably did. Uh, that was a Cartoon Network thing, wasn't it? I mean, Adult Swim. Saw quite a bit of those, so I probably did. It. Oh yeah. Not a Thompson. Also, I'm now a sucker for IMAX Laser 3D. I highly recommend seeing Avatar 3D. I did see Avatar 3D. I no, I mean, are you talking about James Cameron's Avatar? I have no interest in that crap ever again. Carla Burton, hi Douglas. I retweeted your expos. Why, thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. All right, now where was I? I did the guy. Oh yeah, the people who fell. Okay, this is no one. Subway rider. Subway rider slips and falls to his death walking between train cars. Are those the lyrics? All right. Well, I'll just draw some guy who will be falling down in the cartoon. And all you got to do is just drag him over the footage. He's like, oh no. Don't people tend to, respect ginormous machines that are far more powerful than you? I guess not. And then there's the people who get shoved in front of them. No stories on that yet. I'm sure there'll probably be one before, but I probably won't get to it to add it in. And in fact, I know I won't. But that thing is like a lot of them involve people that are right on the edge, and I'm just like, man. And I don't live there and all that, so I'm guessing the idea is you want to be real close to get on as soon as possible. But man, it's just too easy for one of these weirdos to shove you on into it. Oh no. I shouldn't have played chicken with these massive machines of modern technology with only my skeleton flesh muscle to go up against it. Turns out, no contest. I don't know who the hell knows what he was doing. But didn't turn out so great. But those and other stories on the next New York Post Stories with me, Mr. Nailsin. Yes. Tune in to my live stream to watch me don't care. Well, you really never know quite what you're going to get with those AI songs. I mean, I wrote the lyrics coherently, but it's already bitching. It's this amazing thing. I mean, just punch it in and you get this fully realized song. Uh, what times we live in. No matter how fascinating, how amazing, how miraculous, always find time to bitch. Yeah. Ungrateful bastard. Now let that be a lesson to you to be very much aware of your surroundings at the train station. I would have thought the trains would be obvious, but you have to point that out. But also be aware, somewhat. Do not interact with them, do not look at them, do not address them, but, the nuts. Best pay attention to where they are, lest they strike. And then there you go, splatty splatty all over the train track. I can't testify to how that feels on a personal level, but it doesn't look like fun. There we go. Boy, he's really upset about what's happening here. As well he should. We'll go ahead and add that. A little bit of shadow right there in the back of the jacket. Because there's not a lot of light there. Okay, Nade Thompson, that vampire movie, 20 Days of Night, they converted the Alaska town. It was 30 Days of Night. It's based on a graphic novel of the same name. Well, yeah, that's where it had to take place, because you don't get a lot of sunlight during that time. So somebody thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool to be a vampire in a town that has no sun for a month? Oh, yes. Yes. Even though in the original folklore, the sun didn't really do much for vampires. It might make them weaker. At night, they're stronger, but it didn't cook them. Well, imagine that. However, the makers of Nosferatu came up with that one, and it has been thus ever since. Thanks, Nosferatu. I appreciate that. Nade Thompson, the 3D effect was great. The movie wasn't very good. Well, I mean, I didn't know what else they could do. Although, they came up with the lights, the ultraviolet light and stuff, zap them with that. Fortunately, they were not the Nosferatu. Oh, no, the pre-Nosferatu version. But in the end, where he has to become a vampire to fight them and that kind of thing, I don't know. But I didn't hate it as much as you appear to. But yeah, you can kind of see where there's been no revisiting of that. The one thing I do appreciate, and that's been going on for quite some time now, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, but of vampire movies where the vampires are monsters rather than these cutesy romantic figures and that kind of crap. Oh, God, did I get sick of that. But that's been going on a while. And not just, the Twilight shit. But looks like it's over, at least for now. Anyway, Nade Thompson, you should see a tire fire in a turbo burn barrel. You might actually be smelling this in a few days, Doug. LOL, gotta go. Take care, and don't let the satellites get you. Well, I'll do my best. Nodak123 says later to Don A. Thompson. So there you go. That's it for Don A. Thompson. And I guess that'll do it here. I still got other stuff to do, but probably should do that all by myself. Oh, what am I doing? I got to put that up. So there you go. This, of course, will be done in color and will be animated for New York Post stories. Yes, it will. The other drawings I'll be doing for Nailsin News, I want to get a bunch of those, like a backlog of them, so I can, spread them out over time and hopefully buy myself time to have that be more regular than it has been. But for the most part, those I think will just be a picture sitting there looking silly. And the story's the thing, you understand? Yes. And we'll feature those either, on my locals. Some of them I don't know that YouTube would like that. So there's always a nervousness about it. But I'll put them there when I can, that kind of thing. And probably feature them here. No, not probably, more than likely will, as breaks for when I want to take a break if I'm going to do something in Photoshop and that kind of thing. And I need to go take a leak. I'm sorry to be so bold and open about that, but you get the deal. And that sort of thing. And then we'll play those clips for that. See, isn't that nice? Always thinking. The brain never shuts up. Well, eventually it does. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well. But in the meantime, we'll do another one. I don't see why not. Hopefully can do one tomorrow. But every time I promise one, end up not doing it. So let's just hope I do, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, have a good one. And Nodak123, awesome job, Doug. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you, Nodak. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you enjoyed, the stream. I got to find my theme song. One of them, anyway. I don't even remember this one. Well, let's see what it does. So there you go. Have a good night, everybody. We'll do it again hopefully soon. Yeah.
Watch Mr. Nailsin draw. Listen to him tell his tales. See what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Beyond the end of the day, after late as fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nailsin don't care. Watch Mr. Hill tell his tales. We'll see what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. From the very start. Beyond the end of the day. After late as fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nailsin don't care. Don't care.